Hi, I'm Amy Verassi from Creative World of Montessori with CWCC Inc. And I'm here with Miss Emily today. She is going to be your Students 3-6 teacher. She is a returning Montessori teacher for us. She has her education degree and also her Montessori training. She is a dynamic teacher who really has a passion for her students and a calm self that really makes our students feel safe and welcome in her learning environment. So Emily, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
Can you tell them some things about you and, anything, even hobbies or anything you would typically say to your returning families or to your students, since, we're not going to have a parent night in person. So can you share some stuff with them?
Yes. One thing that I really enjoy to do with the children is singing. We love to sing all the time. So, and I think especially with the climate the way it is now, it would be great just to sing together. Because even if we're, wearing our mask, we can still sing.
Absolutely. I think singing is a huge thing for our students.
And also,
yeah, it makes them feel safe and welcome and things like that. I know we're gearing up and you've been in training last week and then all day today, and then you're getting your room prepared. What are some policies or procedures or things you want your parents to know about that's happening or make them aware of that you typically would on a parent meeting?
Okay, well, some of them definitely that's different this year would be the fact that we are bringing our lunches. Make sure that all the children have their lunches and that they're going to put them in their cubbies, and if they have special milk, that they need to bring those in a thermos as well. Because I do have some children that have some special milk, and I do make sure that they are aware of that. Also, we, with the mask policy for my kindergartners, we're going to make it fun. So we're going to tell stories, superheroes wear masks and things like that. So.
Absolutely. So you did mention the kindergartners. As we all know that Governor DeWine did say kindergartners and up need to wear masks. Year 3 and 4 and 5-year-olds are also permitted to wear masks in the classroom for protection. They are not mandatory. However, we will help support them through that, and if they choose to do that. But our kindergartners do need to wear masks this year, and I appreciate that you're going to be doing social stories, making them feel safe, being very flexible with them, because we know that this is going to be new for our students. We also are going to be have our take-home folders that is going to be a communication for our parents that we'll send home before and after class every day. And those will be provided for them. Do you want to talk about that, about what you may be sending home, Emily?
So for the take-home folders, we'll probably put some things about grace and courtesy in there, especially for the first week, because our grace and courtesy is always important, but it's going to look a little different. Instead of, handshakes, we'll do fist bumps and high fives, things like that, things that aren't as touchy, but we're still, doing our greetings because they're very important that they feel greeted and loved.
I know I heard a lot about that during the Montessori meetings this morning about how some of the teachers were doing their air high fives and their air elbow bumps and things like that. So I think that you guys will make sure that the students are seeing that as a fun welcome, and I'm excited for that. And I appreciate how our teachers are being so welcoming and adapting, and that's what Montessori communities do. We are used to having a small environment with being contained in those learning pods or cohorts. And I think this is going to be, our students are going to pick up on anything that we add as almost like the norm, because they're so used to all the practical life and cleaning and washing hands. It's stuff they've always done. So I'm excited about that for them. Is there anything that you think your parents would need to know about your classroom this year that you would tell every year, no matter what, that you would want to inform them about?
Just that we're going to have our specials are going to be a little different. They're going to be on a computer, but it's a projector, so they will still have specials. It's going to be a little different than later, but they will still have their art and things like that. So.
Yes. So for the first trimester, we're going to limit the visitors in the classroom. We are going to have to do virtual enrichment. And they're still going to have, be able to also do master gardening outside, but they will have wellness lessons and they will have yoga. They're going to have movement. They'll have art. And each trimester we'll be cycling through, and technology. There's multiple things that they will be doing and experiencing, but we will be doing that virtually this year, well, for the first trimester, because we're really reducing and minimizing risk as much as possible. Obviously, we can't take away all risk, but we're going to do everything we can to help with that by the lower class sizes, to make sure we're, you know, easing into any of our policies and procedures to really work with the families and the students and the teachers. We're excited to be at school 5 full days, and we want to continue that. So we're really keeping our classroom pods at a smaller space, and really working with them. So Emily, I know that you have really been, in the past, you'd love to communicate with your families, but since they won't be dropping off at the door like they have in the past, you know, some of our teachers have talked about how email is great for them, and also phone.
Yeah.
What's some things that work for you the best?
I will probably be doing a welcome email, because just to make everybody feel welcome. And then one thing that I adapted during the virtual learning is I did a weekly email, and I can still do that as well. And one thing that I really want to do is a welcome phone call, make sure that all the parents and students feel welcome. So just to put my voice so that they can hear it, and, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think too, parents, one thing our Montessori teachers do a great job of is they don't check their emails throughout the full day. They do it at the beginning and the end of the day. So if you do have a big message that you need Emily to hear at the, you know, in the middle of the day, call the office, and they do a great job of relaying that message. You also have the MRX system that you use to track student work, and that will really help and do things like that, which I think is phenomenal. Parents can also look at those videos if they have a question of what is their, you know, red stare and thing like that, and or the brown stare and the red rods. And that's really helpful for them to see how the lessons are laid out. They can watch that and things like that. Is there anything else that you would like your parents to know before the first day of school? I know you'll be calling all of them to check before, but is there anything else you want to say to them before it?
I'm just very excited to be back, and I'm excited to meet my new friends as well. I'm just very excited to start the school year.
Well, we are excited to have you back, Miss Emily, and thank you for all you've done and all you will do. You're an excellent teacher, and I know our students are just going to be have a fantastic year with you. So thank you so much, and I greatly appreciate you, Emily, and welcome to your students, and we will have a great year.
Yes, great year.